Hey guys, it's Jay here and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Draw. Now, I hope your drawings of faces don't look as bad as that. And I mean, even if they do, no judgment. You know, we've all got to start somewhere. But I was thinking about it and I realized there are two main problems that myself and everyone faces when we draw faces. So with that said, I thought I'd make a video about it. Let's get into it. The first problem is proportion, or lack thereof. Specifically the eye line. So a lot of the times people will draw the eye line a bit too high up on the head. He looks like an alien. Okay, let me try that again. Okay. So the way I like to start with drawing a head is just draw a circle, then extend it down and make it kind of like an oblong shape, and then split it right in half, and that's where your eye line's going to be. Now let's draw our eyes in. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, and now he looks cross-eyed. Oh, okay. So the way to solve this problem is I draw like two big eye socket type things, and then I mark out where my eyes are going to be. And as a general rule, the distance between two eyes is exactly the same size as one eye. And then once you have those guidelines and proportions down, then you can start going into all the details. And that leads me to the second problem that everyone has when they draw faces: detail, or drawing every detail. But you don't want to draw every single detail because you end up with something like this. Okay, so what you want to do is you just want to suggest detail but not actually draw it. So instead of drawing every single eyelash, you're just going to draw it a bit darker on the upper lid, and then that kind of suggests that there's some hair there and it just looks right. Yeah. So let's move down to the nose, and again, people make the same mistake. You don't need to have every single detail because otherwise you might as well just draw like hairs coming out of their nose and like boogers, and it just doesn't look good. So what we're going to do instead is just draw a little line there, draw two little lines to mark out where your nostrils would be, and then we're just going to kind of mold the shape of the nose, gently shading it and using light and shade to suggest depth instead of using complete lines. So if you're drawing every detail, probably the funniest thing is like when you draw a mouth. Because when you draw a mouth, you've got like lips, you've got teeth, you've got gums. So the way I'd approach it is I always draw the upper lip first. And the reason for that is because the upper lip, it kind of casts a little shadow, right? So that means it's the darkest point. And then the lower lip, because it kind of bulges a bit more, it catches more light. So you wouldn't really draw as much of that. You maybe just draw a bit of a shadow underneath the bottom of the lip, and that's enough to suggest the overall shape. See, that's the key, just suggesting shapes, not literally drawing every single shape. And the final part of a face that everyone over details is the hair. The first thing you probably think of when you're drawing hair is like lots of strands everywhere, and you just want to go crazy and just, you know, like that, just I don't know why. Why do we do that? Is it... Okay, so just withhold that primal urge to just go crazy drawing lines everywhere, and just think about the silhouette or the shape of the hair first, and kind of outline that shape. So I want this guy to have a fringe, and it's kind of scruffy looking, so it's kind of interesting. And I'm going to outline it and do a bit of scruffy bits coming off. But overall, I'm keeping the shape, and I'm focusing on the shape first. And then once I have that shape nailed down, then I can go in and unleash my urge to just shade and render and just draw lines everywhere and draw individual hairs. Yeah, so that's it, guys. The two most common problems people face when they draw faces: proportion and drawing every detail. So keep them in mind next time you're drawing a face, and I hope it really helped you. Let me know in the comments below what other problems you might have drawing faces, And man, I really need to stop saying the word face. It's losing all meaning to me. Do you know when you say a word so many times that it just loses meaning, or you can't remember how to spell it? Yeah, well, that's what's happening. Alright guys, I'm ending this video now. Thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you later.